Now on Coast TV News.
Not making the grade, a report card for Delaware schools leaving parents, teachers, and students looking for answers. Voter registration, you only have one more day to register if you want to vote in the September primaries. Tragedy in Seaford, a 3-year-old hit and killed while biking. What police know so far.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Rough report card. Some Delaware students are lagging behind neighboring states. Good evening. I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our news at 6. We begin tonight with newly released assessment results for Delaware schools. The assessment shows students are still struggling to meet math and English standards in the first state. And as Coast TV's Christina DeRobertis tells us, education officials blame the pandemic.
Well, Charlie, the results do show some improvements, but there's still a long way to go before students reach the level of success that parents and teachers are hoping for. 2024 standardized tests show Delaware students in grades 3 to 8 made slight gains in math, but not in English. And in high schools, reading scores improved, but math and essay writing declined. Delaware Education Association President Stephanie Ingram says students and teachers are still struggling to bounce back from the COVID pandemic.
These students who have had, some of them, their formative years they spent at home. Maybe some of them didn't have folks to help them to do the online learning in the way that they needed. So they've missed things.
Some parents, like Walter Bogan, say the pandemic does not justify these low scores.
The idea that they use the excuse of, well, we had the pandemic, nah, it don't fly with me.
Bogan blames overcrowding in schools and a lack of discipline for students.
You got this massive influx of people over the last 4 years.
Others, like Leanne Polchney, think the teacher shortage is hurting students the most.
The lack of support that teachers have, I think, is a huge issue. That plays into how well the school system is going.
Ingram tells us the Education Association is hopeful that recent legislative changes, like providing free meals to underprivileged students, will boost performance in the upcoming school year. In Sussex County, I'm Christina DeRobertis, Coast TV News.
And since we're talking about education in the first state, let's add a little context with a look back to a story Coast TV first brought you in December, where a number of changes were recommended after a study from the American Institutes for Research. That study revealed that Delaware trails behind other mid-Atlantic states, and even before COVID, Delaware was lagging behind. It looked at a key number of factors: school spending, student needs, and student outcomes. They also got feedback from teachers and educators, leaders from different districts across the state, and after collecting all that information, here's what they recommended at the time: increasing funding, more resources, specifically resources targeted at student needs, better funding transparency, more flexibility in how districts use their resources, and then here's a big one. The process already underway, by the way, as we have covered extensively here along the coast, but regularly reassessing property values. It's been 50 years since the last time that has happened, but it is a process that's ongoing as we speak right now. All of this brings us into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is the biggest factor contributing to continued low test scores in Delaware schools? Let's take a look at the updated results from earlier this evening. And here's what we've got for you so far. 51% say family support. That is the biggest thing. Then you go down a little further, student motivation, 27%, and teacher support, 14%. You could go vote in this Coast TV poll right now. Just go to coasttv.com, or you can use our Coast TV mobile app. We'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11. We're taking a live look into Ocean City right now. Our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobuono, taking a look at the weather. Chris, what's it going to be like outside?
Good evening, Charlie. Yeah, we're seeing some sunny skies out there. We've had quite a beautiful stretch of weather. Here's a live look into Lewis from our Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant camera. Note the flag there. We are going to see those winds begin picking up out of the south by about 10 to 20 miles an hour. Seeing a temperature right now of 83 degrees, and it's going to be a nice evening with temperatures falling to around 74 by around 10 under a mix of clouds and stars. Highs today, 90 in Easton. We saw 89, Georgetown, 87 in Salisbury, 85 in Ocean City. Not that oppressive, but unfortunately that's going to change here as we approach the weekend, as we're going to open the doors for more humidity. There you see those winds out of the south, especially at the coast, anywhere from 10 to 20 miles an hour. We do have that rip current statement that remains in effect through the weekend. Dangerous rip currents expected, all thanks to the hurricane, and we are going to see small craft advisories continuing as well. And here's just a brief summary in case you are affected by a rip current. Best thing to do is to keep a close eye to the lifeguards and do not fight the current. Swim parallel to the shore to escape the current. But that is going to be the risk throughout the weekend. We'll talk more about the thunderstorm threat as well as a taste of fall in that 7-day forecast. I'll have more on that here in just a few minutes. Charlie?
Thank you, Chris. And now let's transition from the guy currently talking about weather to a guy that usually is talking about weather. But today, Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams is doing something a little bit different. Paul, I see you're outside enjoying yourself. What are you doing over there? Where are you? I understand you're in Lewis at the Historic Society today?
Well, we're live here at Historic Lewis because they're going to have a special event on Saturday called Third Saturdays here in August, which is tomorrow, where they're going to take this reenactment of history to a whole new level. And this will be one of the focal points right here at the tavern because it opens at 10 o'clock. Now, one thing you got to remember that now you have to be of age because they're going to be serving old-time drinks there. You could be my age or the age of young Petey here. Now, if you they have a gift shop, so you can take some things with you in case you want to have a keepsake or... Hey, stop trying to take the anchor. You can't take anything off the grounds, okay? This is the main campus. You got to leave those things here. Petey, stop. But they're going to be opening up several buildings on the other side of campus, and we're going to actually tour those different buildings coming up in our next segment, so you don't want to miss out on this. Once again, Historic Lewis, live here, special event for tomorrow. We'll be talking to the proprietor in our next segment. I'm Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, live here in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Paul. I look forward to seeing that. If you're planning to vote in the Delaware primary elections in September, you have to. You have to register by tomorrow. The last day to register is Saturday, the 17th. That's tomorrow. You've got to be at least 18 years old on or before the day of the election. You need to be a U.S. citizen and a Delaware resident. You also need to bring proof of residency. And this is important as well. Delaware is a two-party state. Only those who are Democrats or Republicans are going to be able to vote in the primary. Kenneth Bo McDowell, District of Sussex County Department of Elections, shares what happens if you miss the deadline to register for the voting in the primary.
It's very important to be registered if you want to vote in the primary by this Saturday. However, we still encourage you to register because even if you miss that deadline, you'll still be eligible if you register before the general. There's another cutoff date that comes the following month. So please continue to register even if you do for some reason miss that date.
If you haven't registered yet and want to do it in person, the Sussex County office on North Race Street in Georgetown, that will be open Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. To learn other ways to register in time for the state primary, visit our website, coasttvnews.com. Delaware State Police are investigating the death of 67-year-old Nathaniel Prenters of Magnolia, Delaware. And they need your help. Here's what police have released so far. On August 14th, a little after 4 p.m., Mr. Prenters was found dead at the Recycling Management Center in Wilmington. He was found by employees of the recycling center. Now, Prenters did not work at this center. His cause of death is still unclear, and autopsy results are pending. He was last seen 3 days earlier on August 11th on Juanita Drive in Magnolia. If you have any information about Mr. Prenters' death, or even any information about that intervening days between the 11th and the 14th, police are asking you to contact them. And in Seaford, a tragic story. A 3-year-old was killed Thursday. According to police, around 7:45 p.m., a Toyota Tacoma was driving in the community of Mobile Gardens. At the same time, a 3-year-old was riding a bike in the middle of the road. Early reports suggest that the truck made a turn onto North Parkway Road and hit the child. The child was then taken to the hospital by family, but did die. The driver was a 56-year-old woman from Seaford. The accident is still under investigation.
Festivals, fairs, and full moon cruises. Stay tuned for the cool things to do this weekend.
Well, live look into Ocean City, 76 degrees. Humidity, though, beginning to creep up, and it's going to get even worse over the weekend as far as the humidity is concerned. Coming up, we'll talk about a shower and storm threat. Could see some severe storms, as well as that risk of rip currents. We'll talk all about it coming up here in a little bit.
Window World of Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get a 10-window package for only $121.81 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Remember, first to call, first to install.
When asked what the Alton price is, our answer is simple. The Alton price is our everyday low price. No markups, no surprises, just an honest low price from the first time you walk in the door. Next time you're looking for a new living room, dining room, recliner, bedroom set, mattress, or simply any furniture you need for your home, stop in and see us today and see why for over 75 years Delmarva customers have been buying furniture from Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Have you checked the Alton price lately?
Window World of Delmarva, quality and price that can't be beat. Get premium vinyl insulated siding for only $298.35 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Great news, everybody. We made it. It's Friday. Round of applause for yourself. And if you're looking for something to do this weekend, well, Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner has you covered. Our queen of cool has all your cool things to do.
It's fair and festival season on Delmarva. Here are the events you don't want to miss. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is calling all kids to the market this Saturday. There's going to be a scavenger hunt, story time. Kids can make and take home a craft and get their faces painted. And don't miss the petting zoo featuring baby bottle lambs. This is all happening in George H.P. Smith Park this Saturday starting at 9 a.m. An annual charity open car show is back in Georgetown this weekend. The Beachcombers Corvette Club is welcoming all makes and models to First Date Chevrolet. The show runs from 8 to 11 a.m. with trophies for the top 30 cars. Proceeds benefit Pathways to Success and the Deltec Scholarship Fund. This Sunday, step into action at the Big Oyster Brewery for the second annual Shuck Cancer 5K. This is an event dedicated to rallying support for those battling cancer. It's happening from 8 to 11 a.m. The race will be followed by a fun after party at the Big Oyster Brewery. Profits from the race will be donated directly to Fighting Pretty, a nonprofit organization that helps provide strength, beauty, and empowerment to women in their cancer journey. The Wycomico County Fair is making its return to Winter Place Park August 16th through the 19th. The fair serves to showcase the importance of agriculture on the shore in a family-friendly atmosphere. Some returning events this year include the Maryland High School Rodeo, livestock shows, along with pie and wing-eating contests. The Fish Mondegreen Festival is lighting up the Dover Woodlands this weekend. It kicked off on Thursday, and the Jam Band will be performing sets through Sunday night. The festival is expected to bring more than 45,000 fans to Delaware's capital city. You can expect a Ferris wheel, a daily farmers market, and even on-site tattoos. Cape Water Tours is setting sail from Lewis for full moon cruises on Monday and Tuesday. Hop aboard at the Anglers Road dock around 7 p.m. for this Blue Moon adventure. For full event schedules and links to buy tickets, go to coasttv.com and click on this week's Cool Things to Do article.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
This is the GMC Sierra, powered by the TurboMax engine, with the confidence of 430 pound-feet of best-in-class standard torque. GMC Sierra, it's the truck. Get 1.9% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models, or get $4,000 purchase cash on this Sierra. We are professional grade GMC.
Get ready. MediaCom is now mobile? Well, not just mobile, but a 5G mobile network with reliability you can count on.
Really?
Just check out this map. Coast-to-coast coverage, plus hundreds of free extreme hotspots. It's an unbeatable network, and we've got some unbeatable prices, too.
But I love this phone.
Easy. Keep your phone when you switch. And guess what? You'll love it even more. MediaCom Mobile. Learn more today.
Got a plumbing problem that can't wait? then why would you? At FH Fur, we know how frustrating it is to be stuck waiting for help, which is why we offer same-day service guaranteed. Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, a broken pipe, you name it, the expert plumbers at FH Fur are standing by and ready to get you out of hot water, or maybe into some hot water if that's your issue. Same-day service guaranteed, regardless of your plumbing predicament.
877-GOLFER, FHFur.com.
18 years ago, we founded Community Bank Delaware with the goal of providing high-quality banking services to our local community. Here you meet with decision makers, people just like you who live in and love this community. We provide the newest banking technologies to our customers, supported by our local team of banking professionals. Our bank serves clients throughout Sussex County, and we continue to grow, all thanks to you. Community Bank Delaware, where community matters.
No strangers here, just friends you've not met yet. With an outside patio and inside charm, Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Milton is a local's favorite on the banks of the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes Pub and Restaurant Lewis, gorgeous views, free parking, and the best happy hour at the beach, with room for everyone. And for a truly special event, go no further than the Lewis Room at Irish Eyes. The panoramic views, in-house chef, and professional team will make it easy to plan your next event. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
When Roe v. Wade fell, we all got mad. Matt Meyer got to work, securing county funds for the First State Abortion Fund, so women can get reproductive care here in Delaware. Matt went to work protecting kids from gun violence too, reducing shootings almost 50%. As Matt's wife, I'm incredibly proud. As an emergency room doctor, I see the difference he's making. Matt will be a great governor because he doesn't just talk, he's walking the walk.
We have had ourselves quite a beautiful stretch of weather for August standards here on Delmarva, with low humidity, plenty of sunshine, beautiful shot here in Ocean City, 76 degrees. Winds are beginning to pick up, though, out of the south by about 10 to 20 miles an hour. That's allowing for that muggy air to return to Delmarva. You see temperatures right now, we're in the 70s at the coast, away from the coast in the mid to upper 80s. Dew points a bit muggy at the coast here. We're back up into the 70s. We're into the 60s, and unfortunately, we're going to get more tropical here over the next 24 hours. You can see those winds generally about 10 to 20 miles an hour. There's that rip current statement through most of the weekend. Small craft advisory as well. There's that moisture that's going to be rolling in over the course of the weekend. Dangerous rip currents are likely through the weekend. The weekend itself, not a washout. We could be dealing with some severe storms by Sunday. Now, the muggy meter, we are in the muggy level through the weekend, and then a cold front comes through Monday, and we see some refreshing air by next week. Futurecast shows the pop-up showers and storms by tomorrow afternoon into the overnight, and then we see another round of some downpours. Could be seeing some localized flooding, some downpours, as well as some gusty winds. Isolated severe threat there on Sunday, and the Storm Prediction Center has that marginal risk for the entirety of the Delmarva Peninsula for the threat of an isolated severe storm. Your 3-day beach forecast sees temperatures in the mid to upper 70s in Assateague. As we make our way to Ocean City, upper 70s there as well, and we're in the 80s in Lewis with those afternoon shower and storm threats. There is Ernesto, Category 2 storm rolling into Bermuda, and all of that moisture is going to push into the Canadian Maritimes. We get the wave action over the weekend, anywhere from 4 to 8 feet. Could see some beach erosion as well. That wave activity will subside by Tuesday. 67 for your 85 tomorrow, 86 for Sunday, and there's your Paul Davis 7-day. A breath of fresh air, taste of fall there by Tuesday into Wednesday, and we have ourselves a nice dry stretch of weather after Tuesday. Now let's throw things back out to Chief.
Thanks, Chris. We are here at Historic Lewis specifically because there's going to be a special program called Third Saturdays available for everyone to enjoy tomorrow. We have the proprietor, Bill Hicks, who's here. Bill, give us an idea of some of the specialties that's going to be available for tomorrow.
Well, Paul, tomorrow we'll have kids' activities here in our Victorian schoolhouse.
Up in our doctor's office, which will be open for viewing, you'll see medical equipment from the 18th, 19th, and 20th centuries.
All of that's been preserved.
All of that's
inside
there.
Okay, and what about this? This is a very small, looks like a bedroom size.
We call this our plank house. It's a little log cabin built in 1700 by one of our early settlers. After that, it was used as a slave's quarters. It was used as a farm building. It was used as a smokehouse.
Oh, wow, okay. And of course, there's other buildings available too, right?
Exactly. Our coffee house will be open from 10 to 4, so you can get 18th century hot chocolate, lemonade, iced tea, things like that.
And it starts off at 10 o'clock tomorrow?
Starts off at 10 o'clock tomorrow. No admission charge. A very generous donor took care of all of our admission fees, so the only thing you're paying for is your coffee or your drinks.
All right. That sounds great. And you can go to the tavern and get an actual authentic alcoholic drink.
Absolutely.
But you got to be of age.
You got to be of age. We card.
That's right. Or would that be the stone card from the Flintstones?
Exactly.
Something like that. Anyway, listen, we're live here. Be sure you come out and enjoy the event. It's going to be a whole lot of fun for everyone. I'm Coast TV Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams, live here at Historic Lewis. Coast TV, back to you. Let's go have some fun, man.
Those guys get to have all the fun, it looks like. And speaking of fun, how about some sporting news as we head into the weekend? Our DSN crew ready to hype things up on a Friday.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
What's going on, sports fans? A ton of our local teams had great success competing in the Little League World Series Regionals, but another local team is looking for their crown in the American Legion League. Delaware veterans post #1 out of Wilmington, Delaware, has headed down to Shelby, North Carolina for the 2024 American Legion World Series. The team is in familiar territory as they won the entire series back in 2018. Last night, they defeated Billings out of Montana by a final score of 6-1. They will be back in action on Saturday, August 17th at 3 p.m. Sticking with baseball, the Delmarva Shorebirds will be back in action tonight in Game 4 of the 6-game series against the Carolina Mudcats. The Shorebirds defeated the Mudcats for the first time this season with an 8-0 victory a night ago. Braxton Bragg pitched 6 shutout innings to extend his scoreless streak to 21 straight. 5 different Delmarva hitters drove in runs as the Shorebirds picked up their second largest shutout win this season. The Shorebirds look to carry that momentum into tonight. First pitch at 7:05 p.m. Coverage starting on DSN at 7 p.m. That's all for sports. Have a great night, everybody.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Through August 31st, get $1,500 off, plus free hardware. And no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis,
the restoration and remodeling experts.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Get ready for sizzling deals at IG Burton Buick GMC in Lewis and Baltimore. Drive off in a sleek new Buick Encore GX for just $249 a month. Or take home the rugged GMC Terrain for just $349 a month. And don't miss out on $10,000 off the powerful GMC Sierra 1500. Plus, enjoy 0.9% financing with no payments for 3 months. For unbeatable deals on Buick and GMC in Delaware, Maryland, remember, nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
So I'm going to college. I am looking into pediatric therapy.
Majoring in cybersecurity.
Every patient is unique.
So every patient gets a unique treatment plan.
I'm not a cookie cutter person.
Tillman Orthodontics has every option, including braces and Smiles Correct.
Tillman Orthodontics made a plan just for me. We might start you with braces and finish with custom clear aligners.
Now the real me can shine through.
Ready for whatever the future may hold.
Bring it.
Call Tillman Orthodontics for your free consultation.
Uneven concrete at your home or business? It's unsightly and unsafe. Call Morris Masonry, Delmarva's exclusive spray foam systems, concrete leveling, and masonry contractor. Morris injects safe polyurethane to slowly level the slab. It stabilizes the ground below, reducing erosion and settling. Leveling is half the cost of pouring new, and it's done in as little as 1 day. Call Morris Masonry for an expert analysis. No job is too big or too small. They'll fix your front step or even a shopping mall.
Or city sidewalks, or a highway.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Call now and ask about our Refresh for Less promotion and get a new bath or shower for only $69.95. Plus, get 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath, designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
This offer is hotter than a sauna and won't last forever. So don't miss out on our Refresh for Less promotion for just $69.95 with 20% off all upgrades.
Before you sign, keep Bath by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
So, Bill from Historic Lewis, remind us again about tomorrow.
Okay, 10 o'clock we open up. Well, buildings will be open till 4, activities going on till 4, tavern open till 6.
Okay, and everybody's invited. Are peacocks allowed?
Absolutely. Peacocks are always allowed.
So, yeah, Paul Williams behind the peacock. Back to you guys.
Right here, you can see what's going on with our weather, and we wanted to make sure to thank everybody here for joining us for Coast TV News at 6. For more news, more local weather, download the Coast TV News app. The NBC Nightly News is up next. We'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.